Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game. This game is going to be between Kaho and Soin here on Northern Isle. Kaho spawning as the blue Night Elf player over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map, opening things up with an Altar of Elders Moonwell and an Ancient of War relatively close to this 332 creep camp. Meanwhile, off to the north side here, we're looking at a Altar of Storms, Orc Burrow, and now finally a Barracks. So could be Farseer in it. Well, difficult to say what it's going to be so far. We know we're going to be getting some grunts. Don't see a war mill as of yet, but game is getting underway. For all you guys out there, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for tuning in. Great support on the channel out there, and well, still just trying to get through life. I don't know. I feel like if I watch the first minute of all of my videos from the past decade and a half, I might get a little bit of an insight in how my life is, and a little bit of a journal, understanding what's going on. Yeah, so economically speaking, or in weird times, a little bit more. I think it's always been weird, but sometimes you feel it more than others. But it's important to not focus on your own situation, but focus on those around you. You can get a little bit self-centered, right? And always nice to be humble, being able to think more about other people. One thing I will say though is don't think humility is thinking less of yourself. Humility is thinking about yourself less. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. Keeper of the Grove gonna pop on out here. Ancient of War taking quite a bit of damage for Kaho. No eating on the tree yet. That's actually a bit of a surprise. Yeah, so Kaho is gonna be forced to walk over here, try to eat that tree, and now has already taken quite a bit of damage. All right, Keeper of the Grove picks up that Gloves of Haste and now moving away. The Ancient of War still tanking a large amount of damage as it is recovering a bit as well. Are we gonna see Kaho just try and, well, yes, summon up some more creeps here? There's a quick entangle, and now purposely trying to get the Flesh Eater within range of both of these treants here. So a little bit of a speed creep attempt. Meanwhile, the Ancient of War has taken quite a bit of damage, now making its way around as well. Keeper of the Grove coming back across, gonna go ahead and clean up this Flesh Eater. Meanwhile, the Blade Master already finished that creep camp off to the north, picked up a Ring of Protection +4, quickly sells that Scroll of Town Portal, hasn't used the Healing Salve yet, didn't pick up a Clarity Potion or a Scroll of Speed though. Two other items that are normally purchased by the Blade Master, as the Blade Master opted to go for a Critical Strike first over Windwalk. Alright, I do like Critical Strike over Windwalk if you know you're going to be creeping. This way you actually save yourself the requirement of getting that Clarity Potion, as you aren't going to be low on mana, and you're just letting RNG try and help determine how quickly you clear out those creep camps instead of trying to use Windwalk strikes. And for 75 mana, and you're not even benefiting from that movement speed bonus either. Keeper of the Grove heading off to the north here. Don't quite know why that my map jumped there, as the Keeper of the Grove, still trying to do a little bit of scouting. A little bit of a dead pig. Are we going to see some more treants make their way over? We are. We're going to summon up some more treants, and now we are going to have these guys try and absorb the majority of that damage. So this is nicely done by Kaho, making sure that the older treants are the ones that are taking the majority of the damage first, and now we're going to go after this Ogre Magi as well. Meanwhile, on the southern side, the Blade Master does get this little Murloc kill, and both sides are just trying to clear out the other opponent's creep camps quickly, as we see a Tuskar Trapper, get in another entangle onto a treant. That may not look like much, but that does start to rack up a little bit of longer time to try to clear out a creep camp. Longer time to clear out a creep camp means more damage on those units too. Blade Master, going or attempting to take down an Ancient of War. Are we going to see a repair here? This might be a little bit of a problem. Kaho's Ancient of War was already down to 131 hit points, and now trying to repair this Ancient of War here. Ancient of War is just, trying to attack back against the Blade Master, and it looks like the Ancient of War will get taken down. So we're going to be losing a production building here, getting up an Ancient of Wonders now, and now we're going to be looking at a Staff of Teleportation coming back. All right, we do see an entangle from that Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove fighting in amongst a sea of Moonwells. So this is going to mean that the Keeper of the Grove can just constantly entangle if he wants. All right, however, that wasn't a cancellation, or I don't believe it was a cancellation. Well, that could be. I think that Wisp did come back across there. We're going to see another entangle. There's that entangle. Blade Master taking a little bit of damage. There's an auto attack. There's another one. There's another one, but it's not going to be enough. Well, there's a Dust of Appearance. There's 2 additional, and the archers. All right, so Dust of Appearance, 2 Huntresses appear just in time, and the level 2 Blade Master falls, resurrecting now as the Shadow Hunter goes out to try and gain a little bit of experience. Tech to Tier 2 is done. We are getting up a Demon Hunter as that second hero. Keeper of the Grove, remember, opted to go for level 2 Entangle over level 2 Treants, so is not going to be able to do nearly as much, as the Shadow Hunter has not yet chosen an ability. Shadow Hunter on the move. Keeper of the Grove still wandering about here. You're going to see a quick entangle, make their way down, go after this Ogre Magi and Tuskar Trapper creep camp. A little bit of that glaive bounce should help some damage here, as that Treant is taking quite a bit of damage across units. All right, there's a Dust of Appearance, making sure that the Blade Master is not out, as we see a Potion of Greater Mana picked up. Treant going to easily get picked off, as the Tuskar Warrior, well, taking a little bit of damage here. And now finally that Tuskar Trapper, that range damage, normally getting that medium armor, going to get cleaned up by these Huntresses easily as well. Shadow Hunter, it looks like he's going to get to level 2 here, getting a Gloves of Haste. And, well, not necessarily the item he was looking for, as the Blade Master wanders out and sees that this creep camp has been cleared already. Demon Hunter going to regroup here. We're going to see, the Shaman taking a little bit of damage. There's a mana burn there. Going to go ahead and perhaps try and retreat back. Keeper of the Grove still sitting at level 3, not yet at level 4. Kaho with a, well, commanding lead here. Are we going to see, well, level 3, level 1 going up against a level 2 army sizes, 36 to 41. So Soin not in that bad of a shape. Kaho really needs to get to level 4. Are we going to see an entangle? No, there's Treants out, and now we're going to see a little bit of an engagement. All right, trying to get some damage. There's Scroll of Speed. Keeper of the Grove trying to back away. There's an entangle onto that Keeper of the Grove, followed by a Hex. Oh my goodness, Kaho is going to end up losing that Keeper of the Grove so quickly, and now suddenly Soin is in such a better position. Perhaps not having an Ancient of War, not being able to produce units for so long, ends up, well, there's more grunts out here on the battlefield, being able to clean up some of these Huntresses now, and as the Raiders are now out, we're going to see another unit surround here. No surround here, a Tangle perhaps going to come down. Dryads, there goes another entangle again. That is going to be a full surround once more, and Kaho, even though he got the early kill on the Blade Master, is now taking a commanding lead, 46 supply compared to 31, cleaning up some of these Treants as well. That Treant trying to finish off, Shaman, but, well, no such luck there. A couple of healing salves as well, but all of these Shamans are currently low on mana. We are getting up more Shamans. They are all at the Initiate training, not yet Adept. We are getting up a War Mill as well. We are staying at Tier 2, going up against Kaho, who is still resurrecting this Keeper of the Grove. All right, so a little bit of a slip and fall by Kaho is turning into a big advantage by Soin, as Soin could easily get to level 3 on the Shadow Hunter and perhaps be using level 2 Serpent Wards against these Dryads. Raiders are going to start purging down already, and we do not see Pillage yet. Why research Pillage when you're going to attack Raiders and Grunts on buildings, especially as this building is so incredibly important, as the Keeper of the Grove does need to make its way out. Serpent Wards are doing a little bit of poking there. Shadow Hunter needs a little bit more experience, a little bit more poke damage, as well is the Keeper of the Grove. Yes, now out here on the battlefield, going to go ahead and entangle that Blade Master. Level 3 now on the Shadow Hunter. More Serpent Wards are going to be placed down here, and this is just incredible pressure. All right, the Serpent Wards actually outrange the Dryads by 100. So, well, that you know who's going to get that first hit, as we're looking at Wisp getting cleaned up as well. All right, Altar of Elders about to finish resurrecting that Demon Hunter, as we're looking at a little bit of rotation again. Shadow Hunter is still placing down a decent number of, has placed down a decent number of Serpent Wards. A Grunt going to get taken out. It gets taken out there, as now the Hunter's Hall could end up being lost. All right, more damage, more pressure. That orb of venom damage here. Is it going to be enough? Demon Hunter trying to lead the charge here. We are at tier 3 by Kaho, but this additional tech does not translate to units on the battlefield right now, as the hero levels are favoring Soin with dual level 3 heroes compared to a level 4, level 1. Even if the Demon Hunter mana burns that Blade Master has some critical strike to land onto some of these other units again, as the Blade Master going to double back around and go after the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove going to try to use the Scroll of Town Portal perhaps. Yes, does Scroll of Town Portal. Low hit point Grunt and Raider are both going to fall here, as the Blade Master still sitting at level 1 after all this time. 47 supply compared to 32. We are upside down on supply. The Moonwells are dry. That is a situation now. We do have artificial nightfall, a little bit of a lunar eclipse, as Soin is going to go ahead and take this opportunity to expand behind that little bit of pressure. Shamans do have adept training now, a little bit better mana regeneration. We're looking at Serpent Wards, the level 2 variety. Gonna do a little bit of poking. Ice Troll Warlord gets entangled, gonna get cleaned up here. And now in comes some Treants to do a little bit of scouting. Book of the Dead, not necessarily what Soin wants, especially as well. Night Elf has such easy access to Dispel in Detonation, so Blade Master, if he does use that Book of the Dead, probably not going to be using it in a sense of trying to attack the other base. Yeah, quickly just sells it, sees if there's anything at the marketplace, shopping for some curios perhaps, and it doesn't find anything. Shadow Hunter sitting at 3, Blade Master now sitting at level 4, still creeping out. We are looking at a level 4, level 3 Keeper of the Grove and a Demon Hunter. So Demon Hunter catching up a bit, and with the introduction of the Druids of the Claw, Rejuvenation now on the table. So we're going to be looking at a much sturdier army coming in from Kaho once he gets his feet back underneath him. All right, we're still at tier 2 here. Burrows do not have the reinforced defenses. We are getting, Spirit Walker adept training, perhaps for Disenchant or Spirit Link, as a Demon Hunter comes back across here. 42 supply compared to 50. Treants are going to try and clean up here, as we are looking at a push into the main base. Serpent Wards have been placed down. Still no pillage, right? But, Call of Soin does have that economic advantage. There's that Mana Bird there. Scroll of Speed trying to go after some units. We're going to see a chomp onto a Druid of the Claw. Druid of the Claw able to transform into a bear in time. 44 supply compared to 47. Both sides still fighting their way through. Kodo Beast has nothing in its belly. Finally gets a bear. And now you can see that Kodo Beast just trying to eat those bears now. 2 bears gone. That is 8 supply lost, as the Kodo Beast, or as the Keeper of the Grove, going to go ahead and snap in teleportation. All right, continuing to fight their way through. Are we going to see the death of a Kodo Beast, perhaps to try to return that bear? We do not see the return, as these 2 Kodo Beasts are going to be slowly digesting those 960 hit point Druids of the Claw. Now, got to be careful by Soin. So many times I've seen amateur players retreat back, but then they end up retreating and giving sight to their expansion, forgetting that, hey, there's a bear in the belly, and the bear somehow still does see what's outside of the belly of the beast. Perhaps, really, really strong hearing, as the Demon Hunter now heads off to the north here. It's going to try and clean things up. All right, Keeper of the Grove, we're going to be looking at this expansion. It needs to at least get punished in order to not, build more on that advantage. 58 supply compared to 44. The heroes are quickly going to get targeted, and I believe Kaho is in a bit of trouble, as the Keeper of the Grove has no way of escaping. Shadow Hunter able to use a Scroll of Speed, able to back away and get away at 137 hit points. Mana Burn there, and that is gonna be the game. A pretty convincing win by Soin over Kaho, as even though Kaho got that early kill, was not able to capitalize on it, and Soin able to take that early lead, translate it into an economic advantage. Kaho did kind of catch up in terms of hero level. 4-3, it was really bad for a while. 3-1, able to catch up in terms of hero level, but in the end, the damage done to the buildings was too much, and that advantage was just going to continue to grow. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.